Dani with Big Dog Sunday. Beautiful pink. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. We're starting with beautiful bilingual Bella. Bella was rescued from Texas, and she understands 2 languages. It's really humbling to know that a dog is smarter than me, right? It has been my New Year's resolution every year for like 15 years to learn Spanish. My dad's bilingual, so I've always wanted to learn.
Cool.
I can say like 4 words. So congratulations, Bella. You are smarter than a human. Very cute from Cecile. We also have Maddie here from Casey. I feel like this is going to make me cry. But Casey said that Maddie crossed the Rainbow Bridge this week, which breaks my heart. But she lived a very long, loved life. She was 16 years old, would have been 17 in May. I promised Casey I would show Maddie, and I really do feel like I'm going to cry. But Casey, I know you gave Maddie the happiest life. Just look at that cute birthday outfit. We also have Digby here, who is 15 years old, if you can believe it. Another senior dog. Joey and Matt says Digby has the energy of a puppy, and he looks really cute in his bow tie. So we're starting the day cold this morning. Temperatures at or below the freezing mark, but at least we get the sunnier skies and the wind will weaken today. Clouds will slide in late tonight. Temperatures today dropping about 15 degrees from yesterday in the upper 40s. So it is colder, but with more sun. Tomorrow is when the rain arrives. So I'll time that out for you on Futurecast and the full AccuWeather forecast coming up.
All this was handled. It was a mess. Yeah. People with connecting flights, direct
all
flights.
Over the place. We took an incredible dip in the temperature.
It was a nosedive into the sun, which is a little like how I'm feeling myself. We do rebound a bit as we head into tomorrow, back to the mid-50s. But this morning, it's feeling like winter once again as you step out. Temperatures near the freezing mark, and that breeze is contributing to the cold feel. But look at that. It looks gorgeous out there as the sun starts to rise. Sunrise this morning at 6:54, so we still have a half an hour or so to go. Forecast high 49 today. That's 15 degrees colder than yesterday's 64, so it is a pretty dramatic drop in temperature. And then we have the breeze on top of that this morning, and that's contributing to the cold. Hovering right around the freezing mark for the 5 boroughs. At freezing for Fordham, the East Village, Coney Island. We're at 33 right now for the Whitestone and Gravesend. As we zoom out, seeing lots of 20s on the map north and west. This is actually not far from where you started yesterday morning in Poughkeepsie and Andover, but in the park it is significantly colder than this time yesterday. Out east, 35 in Montauk, 29 for White Plains at the freezing mark for Belmar. As far as what it feels like, though, that's teens and 20s. That's because the breezy wind is sticking around this morning. Feels like 17 degrees in Newburgh and 16 in White Plains. So the air definitely has that winter quality to it, at least for this morning. Wind speed is still 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusts still close to 30 miles per hour. But you see that wind tapers as we head into midday, and you won't even notice the breeze a whole lot the second half of your Sunday. So the wind won't contribute to the cold feel quite as much as we move into this afternoon. The reason for the wind, that front that has now cleared the area. Today we're getting the colder, drier air filtering in behind it, which means sunny skies, but we're watching this mess that's tracking this direction, and that brings us rain overnight into tomorrow morning and a messy first half of the day Monday. So let's time this out. Today, freezing start with a clear sky. Sunshine through this afternoon as our highs make their way to the upper 40s and the wind weakens. Moving into this evening, clouds do increase just before sunset, and then through the overnight hours, that's when the rain chances ramp up. I do want to point out the snow here. North of I-287, it does look like at the onset, moving toward tomorrow morning, it could be snow or a wintry mix, which means for our northern neighborhoods and north and west of New York City, it could be a slicker start to the Monday morning commute. Now, south of I-287, it's rain right from the get-go, and that's where we'll see the rounds of it continue through Monday. By sunrise tomorrow, temperatures creep up above the freezing mark, even for our northern neighborhoods, so we'll start to see that transition. Again, it's not a significant amount of snow, just want to mention the wintry mix that's possible to start the day. But check out the rain. It continues through the metro area, which means it is going to be a slick start to the day, just given the rain right around the morning commute. And we'll continue with the rounds of it through the first half of your Monday. But then we clear out from west to east tomorrow night, and we could even see the clouds start to break. So the second half of our Monday is not a washout, but the first half, especially close to the coast, is. The further north and west you live, the lighter those rainfall totals. We clear a little earlier there, maybe a 1/10 of an inch, but near the coast we could get a 1/2 of an inch up to about 3/4 of an inch of rain. So we will read our Monday as soggier. For today, it's the sunny skies, the cold conditions this morning, the weakening wind as we head into this afternoon. Highs today land in the upper 40s, about 15 degrees colder than yesterday as that breezy wind relaxes. Tonight, the clouds increase, and ahead of sunrise tomorrow morning, those showers show up. We'll get rounds of rain, especially for the first half of the day Monday, with clearing west to east tomorrow night with a breezy wind and highs in the mid-50s. The rest of the week ahead, it looks seasonable. Highs in the 50s. We'll get a mix of sun and clouds each day as that breeze kind of fluctuates. Now's a look at the forecast. We'll be right back after the break. could not have said it better.
You know, I want a dog's life.
Oh, man. I want Precious's life specifically.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, we have a puppy to talk about here with Sky. Sky is 11 weeks old. What a sweetie from Nick, right? And I think Sky is really looking forward to the sunny skies that we have for today. I know it feels like winter out there this morning with temperatures close to the freezing mark and wind chills in the teens and 20s, but hey, at least we got sunshine, and I think that makes Diesel happy. A very dapper boy in his bow tie this morning from Eileen. Very sweet posing for the picture. We also have Hazel. This is exactly how I feel because someone was awake until 11 p.m. last night watching March Madness games, and so yeah, that's going to be me later this afternoon. Hazel, very cute. Today we are starting very cold, but with sunshine, and the sunny skies take us through this afternoon as our highs come in the upper 40s. It's about 15 degrees colder than yesterday, so you're noticing the drop in temperature, but at least we get the sunshine today. Much different story tomorrow as rounds of rain show up overnight, making for a messy start to our Monday morning commute. I'll time it out for you on Futurecast in the full AccuWeather forecast coming up right after the break.
With big dogs on a Sunday.
We're starting with Knox, the goodest boy. How cute is Knox, right? Ready to play outside. We got some sunshine in the forecast. Good day to go on a WALK. We also have Piper celebrating her 2nd birthday, and Danielle knows that I can be bought. The price, a Taylor Swift reference. And so this party theme was, I'm feeling 22. And very cute. But you know what else this makes? Are you guys watching White Lotus?
Yes.
Piper, no. That's all I can think of when I see Piper. What a sweetie. Oh my gosh,
that's
so
funny.
Cute. We also have Thor. That's exactly how I feel right now. I stayed up very late last night watching March Madness, and I have no regrets, but Thor, that's the vibe that I'm feeling. So Krista, thank you for sharing. This morning, we're waking up to freezing temperatures, but sunny skies. Our highs come in about 15 degrees colder than yesterday, but the trade-off is we do get more sunshine. Not the case tomorrow. Clouds slide back in late tonight, and by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, it looks soggy. I'll time out the rain on the way in the full AccuWeather forecast coming up after the break.
Oh man, taking a live look outside. Ooh. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful, but it's cold.
It is.
You know?
This morning. It was freezing when I came in.
It got colder.
You're right. Literally freezing.
It got colder since we went on the air at 6 a.m.
Also a fact. You guys are spitting truth right now. Should I do the forecast?
I love it. No, I like it.
It's cold, but hey, we got the sunshine. So we got one thing going for us. And the wind will weaken as well as we move into lunchtime, so that won't contribute to the cold feel quite as much. But right now feeling awfully frigid, but looking beautiful. Gorgeous live look outside. Not a cloud to be found in this camera view. Temperature sitting at 31. Our high today forecast to land close to 49. Now that's not far from the seasonal average of 52, but it is going to feel cold because check out yesterday's high, 64. So we're falling about 15 degrees and you will feel the difference. This morning our northern neighborhood starting in the teens and 20s, 19 in Liberty, 25 in Cold Spring, 29 in Katona, it looks like Andover and Sussex at 28. The Park sitting just below the freezing mark, same for Islip, we're at 32 for Newark. But when you factor in the breeze, it feels like teens and 20s across the board, even single digits in Rock Hill. 13 is the wind chill in Newburgh, 16 in White Plains, feels like 24 in the Park. That's what you got to dress for as you head out to breakfast or brunch this morning. But the wind will weaken moving into the middle of the day, so although it's noticeably breezy right now, that's not the case by about noon. You can see a quick drop in wind speed moving toward midday, and the second half of your Sunday, the breeze isn't all that noticeable. So the wind won't contribute to the cold feel all day long, but it does take us a minute to get temperatures to a more tolerable place. So that front is now offshore. It's the reason for the cold, breezy conditions this morning. And now our attention turns to this next storm system. This is sliding across the eastern half of the country today and brings us rain chances overnight into tomorrow morning. So timing it out, we stick with sunny skies for the daylight hours today. Our highs do climb to the upper 40s, 15 degrees colder than yesterday, but not far from where we should be. And it'll be nice to get the calmer wind and the sunny skies. Right around sunset is when high clouds start to slide in, so we could see that sun fade a little bit, but most of the cloud cover moves in, moving toward midnight, so we don't really notice it. Then by the time we move toward daybreak, that's when the showers show up. And I do want to point out that north of I-287 and west of I-287 could start as a wintry mix or straight snow right at the onset, which could create some slicker conditions early early tomorrow morning. By about sunrise, temps warm above the freezing mark, so it should be rain across the board, but want to point out our northern neighborhoods could be slippery tomorrow morning, and it'll be messy across the board given the rain that falls for the metro area, Long Island, and down the Jersey Shore. So rounds of rain right from the get-go tomorrow morning, and this continues for the first half of the day, especially for our areas closer to the coastline. Our northern neighborhoods clear out a little bit earlier, and then finally clearing west to east as we move toward tomorrow night. So it is going to be pretty sloppy tomorrow morning, messy just given the rain. Further north and west you live, the lower those rain totals are because it clears a little earlier. But Long Island, Fairfield County, the metro area down the shore, we could pick up a half of an inch up to about 3/4 of an inch, just given the rain lasts a little bit longer. So tomorrow looks gloomy and wet with the rounds of rain and breezy wind. Today, it's nice to see the sunny skies. Yes, we are starting freezing this morning, but our highs make their way to the upper 40s, again, just a few degrees below normal, and the breezy wind will relax. Tonight, increasing clouds, and then ahead of sunrise tomorrow mornings when the showers show up, we'll get the rounds of rain for the first half of the day Monday under a cloudy sky with breezy wind, but temperatures are a touch milder tomorrow. Then we settle into a stretch of seasonable highs in the low to mid 50s for the bulk of the work week under a mix of sun and clouds. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back. For me to find out I was not invited to that party. Would have loved to have been there.
Oh, that's funny.
Sounds like a great time. We're starting with Coco here from Jennifer. What a cutie in her bow on this Sunday morning. I think she's ready for an outdoor adventure. I know it's chilly this morning, but sunshine ahead in the forecast, so great day to get outside. We also have Merc here in a scarf. Did Merc get the forecast? Very cute, Jill. I love it hanging out on the couch on this cold Sunday morning. And finally, the littlest big dog I've ever seen. This is De Niro from Melissa, smiling up for the picture. What a cutie. Thank you for sharing, Melissa. This morning, we're starting sub-freezing with a whole lot of sunshine. Our highs in general today come in 15 degrees colder than yesterday, so you're feeling the difference as you step out. But we do get sunshine with weakening winds. So as long as you have your coat, I think it's still a great day to get outside and enjoy the sun before it fades tonight and showers show up tomorrow. It looks like a messy Monday morning commute ahead of us. I'll time those showers out for you in the full AccuWeather forecast after the break.
With Big Dog Sunday.
Hey, we're starting with Lolly here, who just wants to play on the bunk beds, from Jessica. I thought that was so sweet, posing for the picture. And I like the rainbows on the walls there. Very cute. We also have DJ Teddy, which helped me recognize a new dream, and that is to find a chocolate bunny that is as big as me. So DJ Teddy, happy Easter. Very cute, very sweet. And we also have Gianna Rose here, who is a Newfie Poo, and that is the only breed name cute enough to fit a dog this cute. So Lucia, thank you so much for sharing your baby with us. Today we're starting sunny and cold. Temperatures at or below the freezing mark this morning. We make our way to the upper 40s, which is 15 degrees colder than yesterday, but a lot closer to where we should be this time of year. Nice to see the sunshine, better to see the wind weaken throughout the day. Clouds do slide in tonight ahead of a messy start to Monday morning. I'll time out the rain on the way in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
Right?
Chocolate.
Well, it's frowned upon putting your face in the fountain of chocolate.
That's Willy Wonka.
I found out the hard way. Yeah, right. Well, we're just 4 years old, so I think we're free.
That's true.
That's gonna be fun.
Saturday, I have many plans today.
I know. Your dance card is filled.
So good.
Fantastic. Let's get you outside on Sunday. I almost took us back in time. No, it's Sunday. Sunny start to our Sunday morning, sitting at the freezing mark, but man, it looks beautiful. It's outside. It's so nice to see the sunshine. Forecast high 49. Now that is a lot closer to the seasonal average of 52, but compared to yesterday's 64, that 15-degree drop is going to feel pretty drastic. And this morning, starting at 31, it's the coldest morning that we've seen in almost 3 weeks. You have to go back to March 3rd. So it's not just in your mind as you step out this morning. It's been a minute since it's been this cold. At freezing in the East Village and up in the Bronx at Fordham, 35 for Gravesend. On Staten Island, we're just above the freezing mark. North and west, it looks like out of the 20s for Andover and White Plains. That's good news. Out east, 35 in Montauk, same down the shore in Belmar. But it still feels colder than that. Our wind chills are in the teens and 20s, still single digits up in Rock Hill. And the breeze is going to weaken today, but for now, it's still noticeable and it's still contributing to the cold feel. But the wind trend today is relaxing. And I think by the middle of the day, by lunchtime, we're not really noticing much of a breeze as this cold front continues to pull away from our area. This is where our attention turns next. The storm system moving through. This is going to bring us a wet start to the Monday morning commute. Kind of messy as you head out the door tomorrow, so we got to make sure you're prepped. For today, the sunny skies stick around for the bulk of the daylight hours. Highs in the upper 40s. Compared to yesterday's 64, we're talking a 15-degree drop. That is going to feel cold, but just keep in mind, this is closer to where we should be. Sunshine with a few high clouds streaming in this afternoon. More where that came from once the sun sets tonight. By midnight, we're mostly cloudy, and then the showers show up. Right before daybreak tomorrow, it looks like rain, and in some spots, snow slides in. The boundary seems to be north and west of I-287 with a wintry mixed or straight snow to start. That means there could be slick spots during the morning commute. But heading towards sunrise tomorrow morning, we see that transition to rain across the board as temperatures increase. I want to point out the metro area, Long Island, down the Jersey Shore. Steady rain right from the start tomorrow, which means give yourself a little wiggle room in terms of timing to get where you need to go tomorrow morning. We continue with the rounds of rain through morning, early afternoon, and then we begin to see that clearing well north and west first, but it takes us until late afternoon for that line of rain to push away from our coastal areas by tomorrow night, dry. So how much rain is really location dependent, because the further north and west you are from the city, the drier we get earlier in the afternoon. There you only pick up a 2/10 of an inch of rain, but closer to the coast there for the metro area, Long Island, down the shore, that could be to 1/2 of an inch up to about 3/4 of an inch of rain, because the rain lingers a little bit longer before we clear that out tomorrow night. So it does look like a messy Monday morning commute, rounds of rain and breezy tomorrow. Enjoy the sunny skies today. I know it's a touch on the cool side, especially this morning with our coldest start since March 3rd, but it looks like temperatures in the upper 40s should feel okay when coupled with sunshine and a calmer breeze this afternoon. 49 the forecast high. You will notice those clouds moving in just before sunset. Overnight into tomorrow morning, they thicken up, and before daybreak is when the showers show up again. A wintry mix or snow north of I-287 as we start tomorrow morning, and then we get those rounds of rain for your Monday. That dries out as we move into Monday night. The breezy wind lingers, and then heading into Tuesday, a little more sunshine. We settle into a very seasonable stretch for the work week. That means highs in the 50s under a mix of sun and clouds each day. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back after the break.